Here we see the weed suppressant membrane going down. On this particular job they've put the Type 1 hardcore down, and that's putting the Mypex heavy duty on top of the Type 1, and they're going to be putting the Granno on top of the weed suppressant. Right, what we can see here is the granular gritstone being levelled. We're at about 30mm on this particular job, 50mm to 30mm, and you can see the way it blends in up to the quickgrass edge.
I want what Ben's got as a tractor car. That's what I'm going to go for. That's what I'm going to try with. Where did you go, Ben? Silverstone, didn't we? Yeah.
So what we've got now is the granular gritstone that's now been put on top of the Type 1 up to the frame, so you can see how you can blend the Granno gritstone right up to the edge. So why do we have a sub base? The reason that we're putting a sub base on artificial grass is to allow good drainage. So what we've got on this particular garden is a Type 1 stone, around about 50 to 75mm. We've taken the soil out and the grass, so you've got to replace that with something because you'll need the water to go somewhere. This has been dug out, the Type 1's gone in. After the Type 1's gone in, we've whacked that down and we've put a weed suppressant. And a weed suppressant is a permeable membrane which allows water to go through but stops the weeds coming up. So it's very important that you need to put your membrane in. Without your membrane, nature will obviously take its place and weeds will start coming up. So you always put a membrane in. So we put a Type 1, we put a permeable membrane, and on top of that we've put what we call a Granno stone. Now a lot of you have asked what is a Granno stone. So it's a 6mm. So if I sort of put this into my hand, you can see you've got a 6mm gritstone and dust. So you've got the dust and the grit, and you can see on here when it's put down and whacked, it makes it into a perfect solution. So it's nice and compact and flat. But the beauty of this is it's very permeable. So when the water goes onto the grass, it's going to go through the grass. The grass will allow 60 litres per minute will go through the artificial grass. Because it's such a large amount of water that's allowed to take, it will go through this, through the permeable membrane and into the sub base. So from a family garden, if you get a lot of rain, the water needs to go somewhere, so it's going to go through the product and into the sub base, which then of course allows you as a family to use your artificial grass that much quicker. A standard garden, of course, it rains and the mud will hold that water in, and it'll take a lot longer for that to go into the ground. This is the beauty of artificial grass for families and for dogs. You can get on it and you can play on it straight away. So this is the whole point of having a good sub base structure.